5. I am so excited to be here tonight, guys, and to live stream Beyond the Horror to you. Now, guys, if we have any problems tonight, I just wanted to let you know I will end this transmission and I will restart from my phone. So if something again happens tonight, and such as again on the Wednesday live stream, the Illuminati was confirmed, supposedly, and my stream stopped. So if anything happens on the YouTube stream, I will start streaming through my phone. Now, if you would like a much clearer version of tonight's Beyond the Horror, go to our Facebook group. It's called The Freaks of AHS. There is a link in the description below. And hello, freaks. Hello, YouTube. So tonight I have decided that I'm actually going to stream this Beyond the Horror episode through Facebook and through YouTube. Tonight, unfortunately, Maisie is sick and she won't be on tonight's stream. And Casey, goodness, I really hope that my kids are okay because I haven't seen Casey or Maisie today. I mean, excuse me, I haven't seen Casey today. So as a mom, I'm totally freaking worried about my Casey. So Casey, if you're out there, join the stream or comment or text me. I have my phone. Well, maybe don't text me because then my phone will stop the stream. So thank you guys so much for being here. This is so weird tonight. I have Facebook Live right here. I have YouTube right here, and then I have my next screen right there. Philip Morgan says, Mary, Oliver got them. Oliver Thredson, bloody face. Excuse me, that was one thing I forgot to do, and that was grab a cup of water. Okay, so tonight we're going to actually talk about Murder House episode 5 tonight of the amazing American Horror Story. Now, again, don't forget we are streaming this live on YouTube, live on Facebook, and you can see this later on my channel on YouTube. Tonight, please, no spoilers. What we're going to do is that we are going to talk about this episode as if it happened only tonight. So no spoilers, please. I will also try to keep it spoiler free as well. So tonight it'll just be myself, and let's go on ahead and let's talk about American Horror Story Murder House episode 5. And I do promise you guys at one point we will definitely talk about the news that broke regarding the theme being released, because I mean that was freaking shocking for me. That was freaking shocking because during E News, the Monday interview that he gives, that Ryan Murphy gives to E News, he says, yeah, they ask him, is season 7 going to be kept a secret? And he says, yes. And then he goes on, Watch What Happens with Andy Cohen, and then he just freaking just blah, 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 says, yeah, season 7, I don't know what the title is, but it's going to be about the election. And yeah, I mean, my God, that was just such a surprise. We obviously need to talk about that. Guys, thank you. Jennifer says, I always wanted to say you have an awesome room. Just wanted to say it. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I really do try. I love this room. I work on it all the time. I'm actually going to work on it later because I'm going to pull the posters down to actually match with the camera angle now. And it's so weird. It really feels like Marge is right there, burning a hole. Not Facebook. Don't look at this Facebook. It looks like Marge is freaking burning a hole through my head right here. And see how she's just right there. Facebook, YouTube, she's just right there. Facebook, she's just right there. I mean, it's freaky. It is freaky. To see Marge just burying her eyes at me, just right behind me like that. So anyway, I don't know how long Facebook is going to stream. Hi, Brittany. It's so nice to see you. I miss you so much. Okay, let's move on. American Horror Story Murder House episode 5. Let's talk about that for the first 30 minutes, and then we will move on to the news and we'll take questions as well. And I have a really great question from a fan, somebody that I've been talking to on YouTube, Christian Rodriguez. And Christian responded to my observation and a video that I had. I posted it today regarding Ryan Murphy releasing the news about the theme. And Christian noted that he didn't think that my theory that Michael Langdon running for office would be plausible due to the age. And I told him, well, Michael was born in 1997. So realistically, if it was modern, he would be 20 years old. And so Christian made a reply, and I was hoping that you guys could help me with this. So if Casey was here, I know that he would know. So hopefully you guys are diehard fans as well, and you will know the answer to this, and we'll talk about it at 9:30. So this episode of Murder House, I have to say, was really great. Um, you know, there are really great episodes, obviously, of Murder House, but this has to be one of my favorites. Number one, because there is a conversation that Tate has with Violet on the beach in about 10 minutes into the episode, I believe. And he explains to her and tells her how much he hated high school. And he names a couple of other people that also had problems in high school. Kurt Cobain and Quentin Tarantino and how they all dropped out. And, I honestly think that anybody who has ever gone to high school or is currently attending high school can share Tate's sentiments about how he feels about high school. I really think that's amazing foreshadowing for what is to be revealed later. Because at the end of the episode, you basically understand why these kids are chasing Tate. Now, remember, at the end of last week's episode, Tate was starting to be harassed by these young group of, or excuse me, he saved Violet from Dennis O'Hare's character, and they went on their date. Okay, well, now in this episode, in their date, they're at the beach and they're having these deep, intimate conversations, and she wants to give Tate her virginity. And he tells her, no, sorry, these pills have made me impotent and I can't be physical with you. So that's when he tells her about this, about his feelings towards high school and how it's just basically a torture prison for teenagers, which it is. I feel the exact same way about high school. And that's one of the parts of my life I would never, ever, ever want to go back and relive. I guess maybe I would because of the people, like Britt and Kim and yeah, Crystal and Skeets and Billy and yeah, maybe for them I would actually go back and redo high school. But poor Tate, he hates it so badly that on Halloween night, every single year, it haunts him. So these like six teenagers come up upon Tate and Violet, and they are Tate makes mention that they have Halloween makeup and costumes on to explain the bloody faces, bloody costumes, and things such as that. So these kids basically follow Tate and Violet back to her murder house. They see them outside. And Violet goes out there to stand up for her man. Woo, Violet, right on. I gotta say, that's the only thing that poor emo kid has really done that I've kind of admired is that she stood up for her boyfriend who, saved her and her mother earlier. Because remember, it had happened where those people had broken into the house and tried to kill her and her mother. So I gotta say, I really like Tate very much. Yes. Oh, and Adwin loves Maury in this episode. So hey, it's nice to have you here, man. So she goes out there to defend her man, and that's when the kids her look. He's not this perfect little angel. You need to learn some things about him, honey. So Tate comes downstairs and he runs off to draw them away from Violet. They all end up at the beach and try to confront Tate about the past, about something that happened in high school and how he destroyed their lives. And at the end of the conference, when the cheerleader tells Tate that she should have been 37 years old with married with babies, you get the impression that obviously she's dead, and that Tate telling her, "Hey, these pills make me impotent to Violet," was obviously a straight up lie to hide the fact that ghost and cannot be physical with a real woman, with a human, a physical person. I thought in part because all she wanted him to do was admit what he did. That's all. Spent so many Halloweens, so many years looking for Tate. I guess about 20 years, it seems, maybe 21, 22. All they wanted to do was just hear him admit what he did, and he just doesn't remember. But when they're all talking to him, and it's funny too, the big jock varsity guy I recognized him from The Secret Life of the American Teenager. That's so funny. I hope that was a step up for him. I mean, obviously being on an American Horror Story episode is a step up for anybody. So for that kid, absolutely that was a step up, and congratulations to him from going from Secret Life to AHS. Kudos to him. Now, I love how we got the Twisted Verve, the song, the dun 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 dun. Anybody who has ever seen Kill Bill knows that song. Or seen American Horror Story previously, you know that song. Yeah, so we get flashes of Tate wearing makeup with like a skull, where his face is painted like a skull, even his lips are made like teeth. So you start getting flashes of Tate in the school hallway and things like that. So you kind of you're kind of starting to put the pieces together at this point, okay, about Tate and who he is. Now, since I have seen this episode before, I know exactly what that was hinting to. However, I don't want to spoil it in the stream because we don't necessarily get the confirmation until later on in the episodes. However, there was another thing that we got confirmation of this episode, and that was the fact that Constance is Tate's mother. After Tate led those, Constance went and said, "You need to come to my house. Addie's dead. I want to talk to you." And Constance told her, "Look, Addie is dead. Take my son, and it would hurt him to know that his sister is dead. I can't have that happen." Marge keeps staring at me back there. It's so weird. Back there. So she begs her, don't tell her. She confesses a couple of things, like, he's her son. And yeah, I love that we finally got confirmation of who Tate's parents are. And I just really love that part in the episode, and that confession, the actual honesty between Constance and Violet. Because before, when Constance gave her those cupcakes, her intention was to seriously hurt Violet or to possibly kill her. So it's very nice to see that her feelings of utter hatred and violence towards Violet is no longer such an extreme anymore, okay? And so Lena from Facebook says, "Hey, Mary, I have some questions. First, do you believe the season 7 will be about the 2016 election?" Oh, Lena, we're going to talk about that in 15 minutes. So I will absolutely answer your question then. I did see the video of Ryan mentioning about it. I don't know. Should I believe in the theme? So we will talk about that in a little bit, Lena. Let me go on ahead and just let me see. Omar says, maybe Marge is saying, "You better do the stream. I'm watching you." So let's see. Mary, do you think something happened to Violet for her to be that way? Would like to know what you think. Well, Philip, I have to say that in this episode, I highly connected with Tate a lot more than I did Violet. This is the 5th episode now, and going back, I've obviously seen Murder House before. It's been a very long time, and I've only gone back to look at certain episodes for reference points, for theories. This is the actual first time in a long time I've actually gone back to watch it from the first to the end for a reason. I I still have to say at this point, I am not connecting with Violet. Something I mean, I'm connecting with her relationship to Tate, but I'm not connecting to her. I just see her as a spoiled little emo kid who has nothing in her life to complain about. And why? Why is she complaining about her current life? I would love to have her current freaking life. I mean, obviously it's no picnic in the park when your parents split up and stuff like that, but I wouldn't want that. But still, to live in LA in this huge murder house in a big city like that, absolutely. She has nothing to complain about. They have a beautiful roof over their head and food on their table and parents who love her. She has nothing people to complain about. So, I honestly think that nothing happened to Violet. She's just spoiled. What do you guys think about that? Maybe I'm being a little too harsh on her. But when Tate was giving that speech to her, about how he hated high school and the things that he said, I just connected with him so much. And I have to say that I have not connected still to Violet unless it's her relationship or the way that she feels towards Tate. So I don't know. I would like to think no, but I guess you never know. Philip, thank you so much for the question. Big Red Tower says that the whistly tune was so catchy. Um, Kale_17 says when Moria sees her body and Constance says, now you're stuck here. That's my favorite part of Murder House. Oh yeah, I know. At the end of last episode, when Dennis O'Hare's character was burying Hayden, they came across Moira's body and they just put Hayden's body on top of hers. So she was stuck there, and that's what Constance told her. Yeah, I know. Guys, if you're having anything frozen, or oh goodness, if you're having any problems, just let me know in the comments. I would sincerely appreciate Oliver Thredson. My son is here in the YouTube comments, guys. It is so nice to have Oliver Thredson here. Oliver, I love you. I miss you so much, my son. Okay, so hopefully I fixed the audio, guys. And Constance and so mean, says Steve B 987881. Violets for Violet. LOL. Those cupcakes were meant to like maim her and harm her. Marge stays creeping, says 369. She does. I mean, seriously, look, she's right there. And right there. I mean, it's like she's the epitome of that TLC song, Creep. She's creeping back there. But she's keeping it on the down low because she doesn't want anybody else to know. Oh. Omar says, Mary, will you be my YouTube mom? Hell yeah, Omar, absolutely. And I want to give a big shout out to Omar, guys. A huge shout out to him. He gave me a video earlier today. He tagged me on Twitter to let me know that Ryan had announced the theme. So I was able to make a video, and it's in the channel for you guys. So thank you again, Omar, so much. You're amazeballs. Tammy, be his YouTube aunt. And let's see. Her mom lost her baby. Marcus Ruckus thinks that maybe that's why Violet is so crazed or so insane. Okay, so a lot of people are indicating too in the comments that Michael was born in 2011. So see, okay, I thought Murder House took place in 1997. I thought, God, why did I think 1997 for some reason? I know that when I typed the comment to Christopher, I was almost 100% sure on my comment. So thank you guys for clearing that up for me. I really appreciate it. And KL_17 says depression doesn't necessarily need a cause. She might just have issues. I completely agree with that. Issues. I mean, I've known a million people in my life with issues. Brittany, if you're still watching on Facebook, that in high school was our friend Hottie's favorite word, issues. People just have issues. Absolutely. You hit the nail right on the head, KL_17. Guys, if for some reason the screen sticks anywhere, just hit the refresh button. And if you are having any problems with the stream, just let me know in the comments. I appreciate it. And yes, please don't forget to hit the like. Guys, next Wednesday I will be streaming by myself, just due to the fact that I'm having so many problems with my laptop until I get my new one. So I will be by myself, and it will be much clearer and better. So enjoy it there. Okay, so yes, thank you, Philip. Shout out to Omar for being so great. So in the rest of the episode, we basically have, okay, and I have to say that this just pisses me off because, okay, as a married person, I have been married 11 years, but Blake and I have been together for 16. Okay, so Ben loves his wife so much that he cheats on her with Hayden. Now, in this episode, it was a nice, scary episode in Murder House episode 5. Hayden kind of taunts Vivian in the house while Ben is going to and from and blah, blah, blah. So much drama and time. And finally, Hayden confronts Vivian. And that's when Ben finally comes in the room and Hayden forces him to tell her about Boston. And this is where we find out that yes, Ben had an affair on Hayden, but it happened a year ago. He obviously went back to Boston after he was caught in his affair in that flashback and had another affair with her. After she caught him and they decided to give the relationship another chance and everything, he still went at an affair with Hayden. I don't understand why in this episode Ben is so trying so damn hard to hold on to Vivian. I get that she's pregnant, okay, and you want to keep your family together. But hello, maybe you shouldn't have had an affair on your wife. I get that mistakes happen. It happened the first time, but she didn't get pregnant the first time. She got pregnant or whatever, when you went back after your wife had tried to forgive you and he still had the affair. I don't get that. He is working so hard to hold on to Vivian. Why? He's obviously, even if she forgives him, let's just say that at this point, we don't know what else happens in the rest of Murder House this season. And let's just say, for some reason, Vivian does forgive Ben for his indiscretion, Hayden's pregnancy, and his lie. What's to stop him from doing it again? Dude, if you love your wife so much, stop freaking cheating. Stop. No. I get that men are hunters, but if you really love your wife and you really want to work things out, stop cheating. Stop it. Just stop it. Bad Sparky, bad. Don't be bad, Sparky. Don't be bad. That's a South Park reference. Go look it up. Google it. I am so pissed at this. I don't get that. So, yeah, that's one thing I had to bitch about because I just don't understand why Ben was trying so hard to keep everything from Vivian when yet she forgave him. Everything was cool, but he still went back and cheated on her again. Ben has got to be the most idiotic character. I mean, I gotta say, the first time I saw Murder House, I probably did sympathize with the guy who really worked hard to try to keep his family together. Absolutely. Nothing but sympathy for the guy. However, now, after seeing it and look at it, he's an ass who made the most horrible, stupid decisions. And if he just would have stepped back and thought with his brain and not with his male anatomy, he wouldn't be in the situation where his pregnant mistress is dead and buried under the gazebo of his murder house. Okay, I'm finally up. And I do like, though, how Hayden refuses to be ignored. She refuses to let this affair that happened with Ben, and for him just to say, okay, well, I'm still going to push you to the side. I mean, she was actually smart enough to realize Ben loves his wife, but he keeps cheating on her with me. Why does he do that? He obviously doesn't love her if he keeps doing that. So of course she's going to get it in her head that, maybe he loves me. And then she realizes, no, he's just a huge prick, an egotistical prick. She's not going to let him get away with that. Even death, she will not let her ghost get away with that. Or she will not let him her ghost won't let him get away with that. And I love that. Blake, would you mind getting me a small cup of water? You are an angel. Thank you. So I gotta say, in this season, I seem to sympathize and like the antagonist rather than the supposed protagonist. Because I have no sympathy or no care for Vivian and her naughty pregnancy, and Violet and her emo depression, and Ben and his primal need to be fulfilled every second. But I can completely identify with Tate. Thank you so much, love. I can completely identify with Tate, a murderer. Constance, the girl or the woman who got her in a freaking closet. And Hayden, the woman who was stalking everybody and is trying to haunt Vivian. I mean, my goodness, I maybe that's Ryan's intention, but I mean, do you guys have the same feelings? I mean, in all honesty, do you like the bad guys more than the good guys this series? Because that's really how it's been for me. Whew, my husband is #husband supreme, I have to say. Okay, so I think that's it, guys. Basically, the episode ended with Vivian calling her high-priced security team. And the guy got there and arrested Hayden and took her away. And then when he got to the police station, she was gone. So it wasn't Halloween anymore, so she had to leave. Now, obviously, don't forget, guys, the reason why I talk about Vivian that way is because I just don't like her. I mean, I kind of agree with her daughter Violet. I just don't agree with her choices and her decision to play the victim constantly. Constantly. It is absolutely annoying. Now, however, I will not shame her because she's a fellow lady, so I completely understand. It's her choice. But all right, I mean, like I said, I just have no feelings for Vivian, and I just wanted to know how you guys felt about it as well. So let's take a couple of comments because I believe that was basically the end of the episode. I wish I had Casey here because he'd be able to tell me, him or Maisie. And but again, get better, guys. Vivian, get off the cross. Steve B. As Dolly Parton would say, Vivian, get off the cross, honey, because somebody needs the wood. That's right. Now, guys, don't forget, if you're enjoying the live stream, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments right here. for the streams. I appreciate it. Casey, I have no idea where he is, Christopher. Um, actually, I'm probably going to call his mom afterwards and ask her because I know everybody's mom of my admin. So if I haven't heard from their kid in a while, I actually talk to the parents and say, hey, what's going on? And so, yeah, don't forget, guys, hit the thumbs up if you like the show. I really appreciate it. This is the first time again that I am streaming to you guys in Facebook. So again, it's 9:30. Welcome to Beyond the Horror, episode 5 for Murder House. Since Casey is not here, I am going to go on ahead and do the contest. Don't forget, guys, every single episode of Beyond the Horror Murder House, we are going to give you guys the name of one of our favorite characters in horror story. Write down the name of that character and the episode. In the final episode, we're going to give you the final name. Direct message all of those names to Casey in order. If you get them right, we're going to put you guys in for a chance to win Murder House on DVD. Now, the prize is real. Dawn actually won Hotel on Blu-ray when we did Roanoke Beyond the Horror. So, yeah, you guys are definitely going to get a prize. And please make sure you keep track of the names. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just reach in my mind bag and just pick out a name because I'm not exactly sure what I should do. So why don't we go on ahead and pick something from Asylum? Let me tickle Marge. Tickle Marge right there for Facebook. If you're seeing it on YouTube, let's tickle Marge. Shh, tickle Marge. Okay, let's go on ahead and let's pick from Asylum. Let's go and pick Grace. Grace. Grace is the name that you need to write down for the contest today. Now, as far as the next contest, I do want to make sure that we have Casey and Maisie here for the announcement. But guys, Beyond the Heart and Burnt Toast, we are expanding and we are going to actually have a contest to include a new host on our streams. So we are going to have that contest. And so we're going to actually do a big announcement. And all of the contest videos are actually going to be on Burnt Toast. So you do need to go subscribe to Burnt Toast in order to get the contest information. If you want to be one of our hosts to be here every single day for Beyond the Horror and stream with us, you can definitely enter the contest. We're going to go over the rules. We're going to go over everything in a certain video, so be prepared for it, guys. That is coming to you. So those are the two contests. So let's go on ahead and let's talk about Season 7 of American Horror. It is 9:30, and let's go on ahead and let's talk about it. Now, guys, if you haven't watched it yet, I made a video where I included the video of Ryan Murphy telling Andy Cohen that Season 7, he does not have the title for it yet, but it is going to be about the election. Now, I gotta say, I am quite freaking surprised on this because here Ryan is telling E exclamation point news, which I know it's just E news, I just make it, that they're gonna pretty much hold the theme as a secret. Even like John something from the FX networks was telling us, we're not going to get the theme, you know, we're going to probably hold the theme back. We're going to probably do the same secret marketing that we did last year. So many people were confused by it. I know I was. I know you guys were. Excuse me. I truly thought we were going to get the theme during Paley Fest. However, Ryan comes out on E and starts giving the hint that anybody who voted in the last election is definitely going to appreciate this season. So, of course, if you saw my video, I explained that I thought Ryan was just talking about our feelings about the voting, how everybody pretty much thought that Hillary was going to win, but that it turned out Donald was actually far in the polls than what anybody had actually known. And it was a big shock. It was a huge shock. I thought that's what he was talking about. And then he goes on What Happens Live with Andy Cohen and just goes freaking nuts and tells everybody that it's going to be about politics. Now, I have to say, in all honesty, guys, at first, before I saw this video about Ryan on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, when I heard political, I was like, ugh. Can we just get away from politics in any aspect of our life? I mean, come on, politics again, 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 again. But then I saw the clip with Ryan on the Andy Cohen show, and I realized that Ryan has a passion. Ryan has a passion that is on freaking fire right now, guys. And that is exactly how I felt when I started writing Murder by Alpha in 2011. So when I saw Ryan on the Andy Cohen show, I mean, on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, I knew that this was going to be an amazing season because Ryan, something has pissed him off. Okay, something has lit a fire underneath Ryan Murphy's ass, and he's angry. He is going to converge all of his anger and his power, and he's going to put it into this season of American Horror Story. And the passion and the fire that I saw in him was so reminiscent of myself, and I just realized that Ryan is basically trying to do the same thing that I'm trying to do. I mean, and then I realized it's obviously ironic that I'm sitting here and my first inclination of American Horror Story season 7 for politics is ugh. And here in 2 months, I'm going to put out a political book. And it's so ironic that was my first inclination, but like I said, just a little bit of time to chew on it. I think that this is going to be pretty freaking fantastic. I know a lot of people are disappointed, but I was telling you guys the truth before when I said, hey, I don't care if American Horror Story films a potato sack with a theme slapped on it. I will still freaking watch that show. I will still freaking watch it now because it's American Horror Story politics. I'm excited. I'm excited to see it, but I honestly thought this was something that Ryan would save for American Crime Story. I mean, am I wrong on that? Am I wrong on that, guys? Don't you think that this seems like more of an American crime? I mean, obviously no crime took place. Excuse me. But still, it really seems like this is more of a crime story. I'm so sorry, guys. Please excuse me. I had my children outside today. We were outside playing in the leaves that we had raked up. I got a little bit of allergies in here. I apologize. Please bear with me. So Big Red Tower says American Horror Story porch swing. Yeah, I'd watch that one too. Adowin says it's not horrific. I'm so sorry, guys. Excuse me 1 second. I promise you guys, I am totally okay. Steve B says very fake news. But a lot of people are also wondering that, if Ryan is actually faking us out, is he just really telling us this? And he's actually going to release the theme, say, witchcraft, at Paley Fest. I am so sorry. Oh my God. I don't think that Ryan is pulling our legs here. I truly think that something has pissed him off. And the best that I can say is that he is taking what has happened in politics and he is converging it into a horror story. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, guys. Now, I honestly thought that Michael Langdon would be the one who would actually be in this episode because I thought we were going to be getting a Murder House Coven crossover from what Ryan said. Now, Christian Rodriguez was awesome and reminded me that Michael Langdon was born in 2011. So I'm so sorry. I know what it is. I can smell cigarette smoke. I'm so sorry. It's making me cough. So thank you, Christian, and thank you everybody in the comments that has reminded me that Michael was born in 2011, so he would be too young to be in this season. I really honestly thought that Michael Langdon was actually going into politics, but he's too young. Dear Lord. Okay, Catherine says, Mary, you are very passionate about thinking that Ryan is passionate about the new theme. LOL. I wonder if you're right. I wonder if I'm right too, Catherine, because it doesn't, I mean, for politics, it doesn't sound like hard. But if any of you out there have read the Left Behind series, it is about a guy who was an airline pilot. And while he's flying one day, God, I'm so sorry. God comes and raptures his church and takes his church back to him. So basically, more than like a quarter of people in the world go just disappear. And then a good chunk of people kill themselves because they realize it's the rapture and they weren't taken. And it means that obviously they weren't one of God's chosen people. So the Left Behind series is about the pilot and his daughter that have been left behind. And it's their crusade to come into acceptance and believing in God and religion. And there are some very tense moments. I mean, I'll never forget book 3 where Buck was trying to smuggle a certain gentleman out of Jerusalem. And it was such a tense, tight moment. There were lots of things that were good horror moments in it. And I have to say, I mean, that would be something good that they can actually pull a basis off of. Because if Tim Hawkins and, those guys who write the Left Behind series can pull it off, Ryan can definitely do it. Now, as far as actually doing the politics itself, absolutely. Because in the Left Behind series, the Antichrist was rising as the new president. And he became the president, and then he was promoted basically to like Pope. I mean, the Antichrist rose so high in the books. It was his ascension into power. And I thought that because of how the Antichrist was taking the political route to rise into power, such as like Damien did in the Omen movies, that would be a great premise and basis for American Horror Story. You can take anything, people, and actually spin it into a horror story. So yeah, I mean, definitely you can take politics and do the exact same thing with it. Oh, Tim LaHaye and Jerry Jenkins. Thank you so much, Steve B. 987-881. Thank you, Steve. Steve must have read them. So yeah. They were really good books. My preferred religion is not Christianity, but they were really great books. So I just really like to read anything I can, even L. Ron Hubbard. Debbie says, I love being an AHS freak in a unique position to rewatch because I'm mostly bedridden, so those times I love to pick apart my favorite shows and movies. Trivia is my drug of choice. Absolutely. So again, guys, I really do believe that we can get a really great season from the politics. Now, they asked Ryan if we are going to actually get like a Donald Trump character. He says maybe. So since Evan and Sarah are going to be the leads, I don't see them necessarily as Hillary and Trump, but it is absolutely possible. Absolutely possible. I think I think I don't know. I really need to think about this now because don't forget, guys, that Ryan has also told us that in season 7, we are going to go and touch base with those from Freak Show characters in this season. So if we're going to get Freak Show characters, it's going to be modern and it's going to be about politics. I think we can kind of start narrowing down or maybe going wild with theories on the storyline. I know, don't worry, guys. I swear to you, there will be a wild theory story video for you guys soon. I'm just going to think about it for a little bit. I'm just going to think about it for a little bit. Just remember, with the video about is Shelby a witch and stuff like that, I know you guys love my wild and crazy theories. But I promise you, I will come up with a wild and crazy theory for season 7 based on the tips that we've been getting for this season so far. And I don't care if I'm right or not. I just want to have fun and do that with you guys. Now, before we start wrapping up the live stream, guys, I want to remind you that don't forget, every Wednesday, we are here to talk American Horror Story live. Every Wednesday here at my channel, I usually have a link in my channel and in the group, the Freaks of AHS, things like that. Guys, I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. I'm on Facebook, all that stuff. So if you go down into the description, the websites for all of my contacts and all of my sites are there. You can certainly catch up and get links to everything that I do there. If you click the notification button, oops, I'm running a little low here. If you click the notification button, the little bell button, you will actually get notifications when I go live. And yeah, now, guys, I do apologize. I am going to be coming as much as I can to post these videos every single Wednesday and every single Friday. I will be here streaming for you guys. And the only thing that will keep me away is a broken Wi-Fi system or a broken laptop. So I promise you, I will always be here. Now, I am getting my book out. Murder by Alpha is coming out April 25th. Don't worry, guys. If you don't have a Kindle, you can still pre-order it on Amazon. It will download to any electronic device, including your phone, laptop, desktop, iPad, notebook, Nook, whatever, whatever electronic you have, it'll download to it. And the softbound edition will be ready at the end of March, probably for pre-order. So anyway, but I have to go through edits. I have to finish the book jacket, all this stuff. And it's just, I mean, marketing, I got to do the artwork is being worked up right now, the book jacket, and everything is just, oh, Mary mobile device covers them nicely. Thanks, BRD. Thank you. um, so yeah, I am so busy right now, guys. So texts, your messages, your comments, your concerns, I sincerely apologize. I am running so behind right now that I am starting to panic that I am not actually going to get this book done. Because the last time I published a book, it was March of last year, and I was nowhere busy with my YouTube channel like I am now. So I'm panicking. I'm panicking big time, people. Ernesto, I missed you like cray. So I do agree, 369. I hope for an Illuminati storyline. I just really think that this season, for season 7, we're gonna get. I really think that something has pissed Ryan off, and based on what that is going to be one of the turning points in season 7 in this actual story, one of the pivoting points. And I think right now we are basically at Ryan's mercy because to me he just seems so angry at something right now, and I don't blame him. When you have passion, when you really want to use the influence that you have for good and to actually help the world, I don't blame him. You feel very passionate about it. And, I care that people don't like the season 7's theme, but in a way I don't, because I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to what Ryan's going to do with it. I'm really looking forward to how all of the different writers are going to put their spins on it. And if we're going to love the characters. how the storyline's going to progress, how they're going to turn it into horror. I mean, this is great, guys, if you really think about it. This is probably one of the better themes that could happen for American Horror Story. I understand mortuary, ghost town, opera, orphanage, ghost ship. I mean, there are so many different themes out there that Ryan can pick from. I don't know about politics, but he obviously feels very passionate about this. And again, I don't blame him. Murder by Alpha is political, and that's where he wants to go. He's trying to make some kind of difference, some kind of change, and we're going to know what that is when we get season 7. So I know a lot of people really don't like this, but I do. The more that I think about it, the more I feel in connection with Ryan, because I'm putting out a hardcore, like, hit at your feels, snatch your weave political book. And Ryan's trying to do the same. I mean, I feel like we're exactly in the same writing boat right now. So weird to feel equal to Ryan Murphy, Actually, kind of nice. Anyway, so guys, 369 says, girl, those writers better spin me right round with the story. 369, I'm all about that. All right, guys. So we're going to start wrapping down the live stream. If you would like a shout out, please make sure that you put it in the comments, Facebook, and please make sure YouTube, you put it in the comments. And I will definitely give you guys a shout out. Okay. And guys, also soon, I will have my trilogy on Amazon for free download. And again, don't worry, it downloads to all mobile devices. It's kind of deceptive when Amazon puts on there that you can download it to your Kindle easily. It should say all mobile devices. Anyway, let's take real quick before we take shout outs. Let's see, Ernesto, I missed you so much. Dawn, oh, the link is not working to Burnt Toast. Guys, I sincerely apologize. I keep telling you that. I don't know why the heck it's not working. So I will go back real quick and check it. And if I need to, I will link Burnt Toast in the video for YouTube after this video processes. Christopher Wright wants to know, what is my favorite moment of each AHS season and why? Now, I won't go through all of them due to the fact that time is so low. But if I had to pick one out of every single season, I would have to say when Liz and Tristan are reunited in the finale of Hotel. 100% best scene. Still hits me straight in the feels. I cry my eyes out every single freaking time I see that scene. It may have been may have been over 2 years since I have seen that actual scene. But it hits me right in the feels every single time. That's just damn good writing. 369, praise to Satan for Illuminati storyline. Oh my God, don't go that far, 369. Let's see, guys. I miss the Countess too, Philip. I really hope, guys, that Lady Gaga is back on again in this season. As far as I know, Ryan is inviting her back, and it's up to her. She just, she needs to have the time to do it. And actually, Casey made a comment about how Lady Gaga's tour, I guess it starts in August. And Casey made a comment about why does her tour start so late in the year? It kind of seems weird. And I reminded him, well, I bet you she's doing that so she can film for American Horror Story. So fingers crossed that she is. Casey, I see that you joined. I hope you're okay. I was seriously about to call your mom and ask her if you were okay because I hadn't heard from my YouTube son. All right. So Big Red Tower says, I like being able to adapt AHS to real life so I can enjoy a political theme. Thank you, BRT. I know so many of you guys out there really hate the political theme, and you probably even hate me because I love the theme. But again, the more that I think about it, and the more that I think about how passionate I freaking am about politics and Murder by Alpha and changing the world, and about men and women. I mean, it just, yeah, I really love that Ryan is going with his passion on this one. So that's why probably I'm loving the theme even more. Is just again because Ryan is going with this one. Debbie says political, but aliens. It could be anything. This is our queen, Ryan Murphy. He can do anything. Bows down, right? Hell to the yeah, Debbie. Ernesto says the season will probably talk about the women Trump raped like Ryan. Well, the thing is, Ernesto, we don't know that. I need to actually research that, but as far as I know, that has not been confirmed, and I would never want to give anybody that kind of rep by saying, "Hey, this person raped this person," and not be right about it. So I thank you for putting that in the comment, but I don't know if that's accurate. So guys, don't forget if you are enjoying the stream, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and again, we'll be back every single Friday, every single Wednesday to talk to you guys live about American Horror Story. All right. Let's see. Ben is a bean sprout, says Mr. Homer. Bye, Jennifer. Huge shout out to you, darling. Huge shout out to Alice. Debbie says, Ernesto, the other women are Linda Tripp and Paula. Hold on. Oh, darn. My comments scrolled by so quickly. I'm so sorry, guys. Hang on one second. Tammy, if you go to Metallica in August, I'm going to be so freaking jealous of you, girlfriend. Oh, did Casey comment? I think I missed Casey's comment. Crap. All right. Okay, so I'm trying to find the actual shout outs, guys. I'm so sorry. They scrolled right past me. What about Kathy? Omar says, oh, yeah, I definitely would love to see Kathy Bates on there. Okay, so let's see. Darn it. Stupid comments keep scrolling by. Christopher says that doesn't make sense because if they start filming in June, Lady Gaga's not going to do a full season because she has rehearsals for tour. How is she going to do it and have 6 months to set up a tour? No, Christopher, exactly. No, I think that she is just going to be filming. Like, remember how last year for Roanoke, her scenes were actually preset dates? So I think what they're going to do is maybe keep her for a week in the studio and have her filming that week, and then that's it. That's all she's got to do for a week is just filming. And then before that, she's got to prep, read the script, do her own thing, but only show up for a week to do a run through and then filming and stuff like that. Like when you're prepping a show. But I just sincerely think that she delayed her concert until August so she could keep those 2 months to do American Horror Story, prep her concert, and do all of her other stuff because she just did the freaking Super Bowl halftime show and freaking rocked it. That woman deserves a vacation. So yeah. Hopefully going to see Metallica in June, says Jennifer on Facebook. Jennifer, really? I guess they're coming to your city in June. I saw Metallica and Guns N' Roses tour when I was like 13 or 15, something like that. Anyway, I went to the concert here in Austin with my brothers, rode in the trunk of a Camaro the entire way there and back. I mean, I'm seriously in the trunk of a Camaro. But it was so worth it to see Axl Rose live and in person standing in front of me. So yeah, that's why I think Christopher that she was shooting. So shout out to Dawn, shout out to BRT, shout out to 369. Me, you are so sweet. And to be moderating and our admin and everything. Shout out to Ernesto. Shout out to Jennifer. I think I might have given her a shout out before. Alice, huge shout out to you. Oh my God, guys. And we also got Ash versus Evil Dead season 3 news this week. I mean, this week has just been freaking phenomenal for news. Catherine says, Mary, I hope all your writer dreams come true. You seem like a very nice person. You deserve it. And just think What an awesome fan base we already have. Oh, Catherine, you are so sweet. You guys are just the most amazeballs people. Omar, shout out to my YouTube son. Love you so much. And you are awesome. Okay, guys, it is now 10 o'clock. So it is time to go ahead and wrap up the live stream. Don't forget, guys, every Wednesday, every Friday, we are going to be here on my YouTube channel to talk. If I can, next time with the weekly Wednesday live stream, I will actually live stream it through Facebook as well. And so we'll do two places. And yeah, guys, just thank you so much for being here. Thank you for talking about season 7 news. Thank you for talking about episode 5 of Murder House for American Horror Story. I love you all so much. And if I missed anything, you are all, I'm so sorry, but you were all amazeballs. Adwin, I have not watched Nocturnal Animals, but I will give it a shot. So, guys, thank you so much. You were all awesome.